on? This is episode 3, and haven't had any live attendees yet to my videos, but nonetheless, we're gonna talk about some things today. So yesterday, I microdosed in the morning, and I'm trying to be transparent and just like try to I hope what comes across in these videos is just my energy, my happiness, my enthusiasm. Not just for making like the videos or anything like that. Just this is the way I am every day, and it truly is, and I'm truly blessed with that. I don't know how much of that is me or how much just having a big chest or six pack, how much any of that is like up to you, or I don't even know. That's something to think about, I guess. But anyway, so microdose today, just I'm measuring it out. I'm not a measuring type of person, and but I always try to do a full mushroom, and those are like baby mushrooms, and mushrooms can get huge, like 10 grams or something like that, just like giant. And then some are, lots of times they're like really little. So there's so little science on all this, and it's all like just kind of like, even science trying to make science out of all this is like so unscientific and so like completely just like removing any soul or spirit from the whole process. So that's why I'm making these videos, because I'm not a scientist, and I'm not gonna come at it with that approach. But I think there's something to it when you have the full shroom, the cap and the stem, for whatever reason. Maybe when you chew them, they mix together. There's like two components, because like there's like stuff like ayahuasca or whatever. I think it's like the combination of two different plants. And once again, like, just to reiterate, like, I don't smoke weed. I don't do edibles. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm not really interested in any other psychedelic. I've done everything except for the the one they use with the toad, with the frog, because I'm just not into, like, I don't think something scraped off a frog is gonna like be where I can mentally, and it's just not something I particularly want to do. And ayahuasca, I haven't done. Sounds pretty cool. I've actually smoked peyote and eaten peyote when I was real young, like in my teens, and so that'd be cool. But I've heard some things like it's super rare. So I am just mushrooms. Mushrooms, you don't like. There's nothing you have to do to them. Like, there's no special ceremony. You don't have to cook them. You don't have to like prepare them. You don't have to like put any kind of human anything into them. It's just like you can straight up pick them out of a field and eat them. Um, so that's why it's like that's why feel so excited about it. Is because I definitely have seen significant improvements in my life when I started eating a plant-based diet. And my life, I've just enjoyed life a lot more, and I've enjoyed food a lot more, and I've enjoyed, I think, just a higher vitality of my life in my life, higher energy. And like, I'm at a point now where like I don't necessarily know or really care the scientific reasons. Like, I think you can just be like what we're going to talk about today with cycling. I just feel like me being happier in life gives me more energy. So like, you could say that that's from eating a turd. I don't, if you're happy with that, and like you're truly happy, the power of happiness, if happiness equals output. Like, so especially in cycling, like, you can see somebody cycling and see when they're not happy, because you can see it in their legs, man. Like, like, they're not happy. Like, somebody that's happy still has that energy. And like, somebody that's happy, when they get to a really steep or difficulty, like, they overcome it quicker. Like, they overcome it with more vigor and more vitality. So like, I'm so like out the window with science right now in my life personally, you know, that I used to try to like I used to try to like prove everything through science and like had tons of research and just like tried to prove that to people, you know, like what I was eating and what I was doing and the quantities and stuff like that was actually like scientifically proven. I really just don't even care anymore, man. If you're happy, if you're truly happy, like that equates to all kinds of athletic um you know, because we're talking, this is more like we're talking about cycling and stuff like that, equals so much more output as a cyclist, is just being fucking happy, man. And let everybody else sort out like the scientific part about it and everything like that. So today I was thinking like, just like when my happiness, like my little enjoyments, even like when you're suffering, like being happy and just like anxious and just like remembering that this is like what you want, like when you're at home and like you're in your office or you're in your car, or like life sucks, you know, like you were thinking about these times, like you're thinking about like riding your bike, and like you're thinking about like the suffering and the sweating and like all of that, like being microdosing shrooms like helps you remember that stuff. And like the that's the performance enhancement. And it's in your brain, and like your brain can revitalize muscles, like it can invigor like the system that provides energy for you, like it synthesizes, like it can synthesize your body. And like it is such a performance enhancement, you guys, gals, they, thems, like it's hard for me to explain like the performance enhancement advantages that it is. And I told my significant other with so much passion about that, because if you knew in the cycling world how much you pay for like carbon fiber this and carbon fiber that, like, or you know, just gels, just in like your diet, and like special little like, you know, homemade energy bars and this and that, you know, like everything everybody does, juice, and you know, from like whatever PEDs and everything like that, like just what the lengths people will go to hold the wheel in front of them, or to pass them, or to beat somebody that showed them up last time. Like this microdosing is like gigantic advantage. And there's some, so I, you know, like, so I, when I microdose, like I definitely go out and ride immediately, and as close to immediately as possible. Like any time in between, like you can get distracted, and it can disrupt like it, for me, it disrupts my tranquility, like my mindset. Like, so like I want, you got to be able to like come with, you know, like it's life, you know, everybody knows it's life, like you got to be able to deal with what, like just like yesterday, like you just got to be able to deal with whatever comes up, man. Things just come up, you know. But in general, um just like the, got a crowd over here, but yep. Mm-hmm.